Hello, and welcome to this week's Sports Update. I'm your host, Sydney Walker. A Pac-12 thriller in women's basketball and an inch closer to history for women's tennis. We have a lot to cover, so let's get started. On Friday, Pac-12 play began to heat up as the women's basketball team took on the Utah Utes in a highly anticipated matchup. The Ducks beat the Utes 87-65, extending their Pac-12 lead. The Ducks made it look easy behind Satou Sabally, who had a team high of 20 points. Oregon dominated the first quarter with the duo of Hebert and Sabally putting points on the board to end the first quarter 18-8. The Ducks started strong and never looked back. The momentum was in favor of Oregon as Audie Gildon secured a buzzer beater, putting the Ducks up by 10 at the half. Oregon struggled in the third as the Utes fought back to cut their lead down to 3. This did not stop the Ducks, who went on to have a huge fourth quarter as 6 players would finish in double figures. The Ducks now have the Pac-12 lead and a record of 20-1 overall. The Ducks will be back at home on Sunday against the Colorado Buffaloes. The men's basketball trip to Salt Lake City did not disappoint as the Ducks went on to defeat the Utes 78-72 behind Will Richardson's 19 points. Utah came out strong in the first quarter, leaving Oregon struggling to respond. The Utes knocked 6 three-pointers in 10 minutes to help their run. Down 30-16 in the first half, freshman Will Richardson took matters into his own hands and went on a 22-4 run, sending Oregon into halftime with the lead, 38-34. The Utes were not done fighting yet as they did not let the score exceed a 5-point difference. Halfway through the second half, Kenny Woon and Ehab Amin led the Ducks on a 9-0 run, putting them back up by 11. All throughout the game, it was Peyton Pritchard who secured the win at the end, hitting 4 free throws in a row with 20 seconds left. The Ducks now sit at 13-8 overall and will play the Colorado Buffaloes on Saturday. The men's tennis team defeated University of San Diego 4-3 Friday night. Senior Tomas Laurent put the Ducks in good position by defeating August Holmgren, the 83rd ranked player in the country. This was Laurent's 11th win of the season and 26th career victory over a ranked opponent. Laurent is the 5th ranked player in the country and moves within 7 of tying the program record in singles play. San Diego eventually regained the lead, taking back-to-back wins. Emmanuel Coste, Ty Gentry, and Joshua Charlton all pulled through in their respective play to solidify the win. Gentry won 7-5 and 6-2, extending his win streak to 6 in a row. Charlton won his match 6-4 and 7-5, improving to 4-0 in dual play singles. On Saturday, the Ducks defeated Nevada 4-0. Freshman Joshua Charlton continued his dominance by securing the win for the team and remaining undefeated in singles play. Oregon is 5-1 overall through the early half of the season. The team is back in action Sunday at home against New Mexico. On Friday, the women's tennis team defeated St. Mary's College 5-2. Shweta Sangwon and Rafanti Kafiani were the first 2 winners for the Ducks, going 6-1 over their opponents. Next up, Daniela Nasser and Peyton Wagner dominated their opponents 6-4 to put the Ducks in good position. Allison Millville won in straight sets, recording her 3rd straight win and maintaining a perfect record. Sangwon recorded her 59th career win, moving her to a tie for 9th with Lindsey Bartlett on Oregon's all-time career wins list. The Ducks are now 2-2 overall and will be back at home Sunday to take on Fresno State. Last Thursday, the Eugene Historic Review Board met to discuss the proposal of Pre's Trail, a 4-mile historic trail in honor of the late Oregon runner Steve Prefontaine. They voted to grant the trail a historic landmark designation to acknowledge the history of the trail and what it means to the city of Eugene. In order for any changes to be made to the trail, it must be approved by the city. That's all I have for you this week. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to stay up to date on all things Oregon athletics by following us on Instagram and Twitter and liking our Facebook. We hope you enjoy the Super Bowl. Have a great week, Eugene.